Thanks for joining me today. It's Sunday, and we're going to do a modified yoga style class with a little bit of cardio and Pilates mixed in. Thanks for joining me. Welcome to your Sunday workout. Go ahead and set your watch. I'm putting it on bar workout. Legs nice and wide, reach up, stretch through your body. Take a nice deep breath, stretch out those legs, warm up those arms. This is going to be a nice, calm Sunday workout. Stretching over for your toe. And over to the left, reach up in a crescent lunge. Bending forward into pyramid, stretching out those legs. Bringing your feet together, forward fold, and twisting to the side. Open up that chest. Back into chair pose. Squeeze that butt and pulse. Squeezing that butt. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Getting your butt nice and warm. Twisting to the side. Option to fly the arms open. Twisted chair pose. Back into normal chair. Forward fold. Taking your foot back. And we're holding in a plank. Squeeze your core. Up into downward facing dog. Hold. Taking the right leg up. And bringing your knee to your elbow. We're doing this 10 times. 9, 8, 7. Squeeze your core. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more, and you're done. Bending through your knee, flipping over, and we're going to bend and stretch, reaching back. Butt down, and then reach. 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 Squeeze that butt. And hold. Flipping back over and bringing your foot forward into a lunge. Hold for a minute, stretching out that hip, and get ready. We're going to tap that back leg 10 times. Tap. Tap, staying nice and low. Working into that front leg. Tap. Placing the foot between the hands. Hold for a minute. And we're coming up into a crescent lunge. Arms above the head. Twisting through the hips into warrior 1. Hold. Warrior 2. Arms out to the side. Reverse your warrior, stretching through the side body and tipping forward into side angle, stretching out the other side. Bow and arrow the arms, legs are nice and straight, tip back. And tipping forward into triangle pose. Squeezing that core. Opening up those shoulders. Arms come back down and we grab some weights. I just have 5-pound hand weights with me today. These are optional, but if you have some, we're doing some rows. Bent over in the lunge, squeeze your back. Just 10 rows. Row those arms, squeezing the shoulder blades. Coming back to the middle, nice wide squat, and we're doing another pulse, working into those inner thighs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze those inner thighs. And we're lifting again. Breathe. Squat jumps. Just 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Grabbing those weights. We're going into a curtsy with a front lift. Leg is nice and straight. 7, 6, squeezing deep into the curtsy, lifting the leg in front of you. You got this, just a few more. And we're gonna go right into a pulse with the leg in front of us. Squeeze and lift. Now pulse the leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And from here we go right into a bend and straighten. Try to keep your balance. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Balancing on one leg. Bend and straighten the leg. Regroup, other side. Curtsy and lift. Take your time. We're going for about 10 repetitions. Squeezing through the inner thighs, working that butt and working the front of the leg. Also squeeze your core to get that leg up. And then get ready for the pulse in front. Ready? Pulse, 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 pulse that leg right in front of you. And bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Again, 10 repetitions. Set those weights down, grab a quick drink. Make sure you stay hydrated. We're gonna do 10 more squat reaches. Deep into those inner thighs, reaching up through the back. Squat and reach, squat and reach. Pausing on to the right side, we're in crescent and pulse. Pulse, 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 pulse. Pyramid stretch, stretching over those legs, stretching out the back of the legs. And down into a lunge, low lunge, hold. We're gonna tap the foot in and out 10 times. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the foot forward, forward fold. and tipping open to the side. Open up those shoulders. Coming up into chair pose, and we're going to pulse again. Squeeze that butt. Squeeze that booty. You got this. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hands at chest and tipping to the side, twisting. Open up those arms. Coming back forward, forward fold, and down into plank. Strong plank pose. Squeeze your core. Next move, tucking the knee to the elbow 10 times. Squeeze through that core. Bringing that knee in, crunch, crunch. Lifting the leg up and flipping over. We're tapping the butt down and lifting. Lift, tap and lift, tap and lift and reach, reach. Flipping back over into down dog and taking a vinyasa, upward facing dog and back to downward facing dog. Lifting up our left leg and we're back in a crescent lunge. Opening up into warrior one, warrior two. Reverse your warrior, looking up and tipping forward into side angle, stretching out the side body. Straighten the legs, bow and arrow the arms, lift, and readjust. We're going to tip forward into triangle pose. Nice, strong triangle pose. We're grabbing those weights next and coming into the rows. Lift up those elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Back into the middle, a nice wide squat pulse. Toning up those inner thighs. Squeeze, squeeze. Now we're lunging to the side and lifting up into a shoulder raise. Arms are bent, we're just lifting up to shoulder height. Squatting to the side and lifting. Switching over to the other side, same thing. Get low and then lift up those shoulders. Nice lunge to the side. Squatting deep into that leg and lifting up into a shoulder raise. Setting the weights down, quick water break. Go ahead and grab your weights. We're in a lunge series. Getting your feet ready in a nice lunge, and we're going to add in a shoulder raise. So static lunge, lifting those arms up above the head and back down by your waist. Lift and lower, keeping a nice stable lower body. Focusing on those shoulders while burning through the lower legs. The next move, we're tapping the foot in and out, squeezing those arms. Tap, tap, tap. Holding in chair, pulse. Squeeze your butt. And now we're going to add in a fly. So holding in a low chair, opening the arms up, squeezing through the back. Go ahead, regroup. We're going into some ballet jumps. Squeeze, squeeze. First position, second position. First position, second position. Great job. We're going into our shoulder series. Stay wide in the squat. We're bending and tapping the elbows. Open and close. Open and close. Working those shoulders. And then our next move is going to be a shoulder rotation. Down and up. Rotate that shoulder. Still stationary with those legs in a nice wide squat. Next, we'll go into our oblique work. Tipping over to the left, squeeze. Squeeze that oblique. And other side, squeeze, squeeze. Working deep into the oblique. Now we're going into our side crunches. Crunching the knee to the elbow. Doing just 10 on each side. Squeeze through that oblique. Other side. Squeeze that knee up to the elbow. Just 10. And now we're going into a twist crunch, a standing twist crunch. Taking the knee into the elbow, twisting through that core. Squeeze your core. And other side, breathe, these are tough. Squeeze. Standing ab work. Squeezing through your middle. And now we're going into our standing butt series. Lifting and pulsing the leg behind us. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and now into a one-legged deadlift. Squeezing that butt. Again, we're just doing 10 repetitions of each move today. Trying to focus, keep your balance. Next move is going to be a deadlift with a one-legged jump. These are tough. Just 10. Back and jump, back and jump. Great job. We're going to do the same moves on the other side, starting with those lifts, squeezing the butt. Just lift and lower the leg 10 times. Second move, one-legged deadlift. We're just doing 10. And the one-legged jumps, back and jump. You're doing an amazing job today. We're now going into some crunches in the front. Crunching the knee up to the elbows. Another standing core series. Shoot for a total of 20, so 10 on each leg. Squeeze your core. Try to get those knees to the elbows. Setting those weights aside, grabbing a quick drink. We're going back into a yoga series. Legs nice and wide, arms out, star pose, bending into goddess pose. Coming over to the left side of our mat. Vinyasa, upward dog and downward facing dog. Lifting up our right leg, coming back into a lunge. Warrior one pose, warrior two, reverse the warrior, coming forward into side angle pose, stretch. And bow and arrow the arms, nice straight legs bending over the back leg, look up. Tipping forward into triangle pose. Squeezing your obliques. And down into vinyasa, upward facing dog and down dog. One more time on the same leg, right leg, bring it through to a lunge. Warrior one, adjust the hips. Warrior two, reverse your warrior. Side angle. Bow and arrow the arms, tipping back. And tipping forward into triangle pose. Lots of twisting today, working through the core. Back into vinyasa, upward facing dog and down dog. Coming to the side of the mat, we're going to lunge back and forth and then come over to the right side of our mat. coming up into a lunge. Same thing, warrior two, reverse your warrior, side angle, and bow and arrow the arms, looking up. And tipping into triangle pose. This whole series is great for your core. Vinyasa, upward facing dog, and back into down dog. Lifting up the leg, bringing it through the hands, crescent lunge, warrior one, warrior two, reverse your warrior, tipping forward into side angle, bow and arrow the arms, look up, stretch, and tipping forward into triangle pose. Stretching the arms up. Nice wide squat again. We'll have one more cardio burst and then we'll go down for some mat work. So catch your breath, stretch. Squeezing through those legs. We're going into some side lunges again. Squeeze through those inner thighs. And into some squat jumps. Reach low, reach high. Working on a graceful ballet style workout. Good job. Grab some water. Remembering to stay hydrated. We're coming down to our mat. We're going to work deeper into the butt. Start with the left leg. We're just lifting and lowering. Then kick the leg straight, pulsing it right behind you. Lift and lower the leg. Squeeze that butt. Next, we're bending and straightening the leg. Again, keep squeezing your butt. Then we're tucking it behind and to the side. Tuck behind and kick it out at an angle. Same thing on the other leg. Start lifting and lowering. Lift, 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 lift. Squeezing that butt. Then straighten out the leg. Lifting and lowering. Bending and straightening the leg. I'm going a little faster here with the music, but take your time. Squeeze that butt. Good job. Coming over to our backs, we're going right into bridge pose and marching our feet. Lift the heels up off the mat. Squeeze your butt. The weights can be optional. I'm just adding a little resistance. March the feet. And now we're touching the butt and opening up the knees, working into those inner thighs. Squeeze. Just 10 repetitions. Squeeze the butt, open the knees. A great move for your inner thighs. Good job. Next, we're going into our ab series. Starting with some full sit-ups, coming all the way back, reaching up, sitting up nice and straight. Squeeze. The next move coming onto our back is a Pilates 100. Pulse those arms. Keep breathing. Next, we're going to lift and lower one leg, starting with the left leg, 10 times up and down. You can take one hand behind your head for support. Lower and raise, just the left leg, 10 times. And then we'll switch to the right. Our next move, bicycles. Great job, you made it to our last series. One more move on our side, lifting, lowering the leg. Hand coming up behind the head, and we're going to crunch forward, working deep into the side body and the core. And our third move is just pulsing the leg up and down. Squeeze that oblique. Good job. Pat that butt. We got one more side. Flip over to the other side, and we're lifting and lowering the leg. Taking your hand behind your head, crunching that leg forward, stretching through the side body, working deep into the oblique. And a slight pulse at the side. Thank you for completing this workout with me. You did a great job. Grab some water and some protein. I'm Allison Richardson Fitness on Instagram. Follow my other workouts on my channel.